The basement under Marrow House had no windows, only a stairwell that breathed cold air like a living throat. Mara, who repaired old radios for a living and slept badly for no reason she could name, went down there at midnight with a flashlight and a brass key she had found inside her late father's coat. The house smelled of wet stone, dust, and something faintly metallic. At the bottom step, her light snagged on the far wall, a row of tiny glass lenses nailed into the bricks, each one reflecting her beam back as a pale, wet eye. She froze. Then one of the eyes blinked. A sound not unlike static whispered from the darkness, and her radio, still in her coat pocket, turned itself on. Between bursts of crackle came a voice, thin and familiar. Mara, don't stand where they can count you. Her father's voice. She nearly dropped the flashlight. The key in her palm had grown warm as skin. On a rusted workbench sat an object she knew from old science fiction reels. A needle-thin console with a curved screen, the kind imagined in the 1970s for talking to distant planets. Its screen flickered alive, showing the basement from above, then from below, then from inside the wall. Eyes opened everywhere in the dark, small, glassy, patient. They were not attached to anything she could see. They watched as if the basement itself were a creature learning her shape. The radio crackled again. They learned to look back when we try to map the dead, her father said. This house was the antenna. Mara turned to run, but the stairwell had vanished. In its place stood a second basement, and beyond it a third, each darker than the last, each lined with watching eyes. Then the nearest lens blinked and revealed her own face from years ago, pressed against the glass from the other side. A small voice rose from the radio, trembling with terror. Mara, it whispered, I found you.